In an Australia brought to a standstill, the silence of the highways is deafening. Cinematic shots capture the vast, empty stretches of bitumen that usually hum with life, now eerily deserted under the harsh sun. The camera pans across the iconic landscapes, from the coastal roads of the Great Ocean Road to the endless asphalt ribbons cutting through the outback, all devoid of their usual traffic. This unnerving tranquility is abruptly shattered by scenes from the nation's metropolises. In Sydney and Melbourne, the arteries of the city are clogged not with moving vehicles, but with static, desperate queues. Long, snaking lines of cars, trucks, and utes twist for blocks, their destination the local petrol station. Close-up shots reveal the source of the national anxiety, fuel gauges stubbornly resting on empty digital displays flashing their final warnings. The faces of the drivers tell a story of mounting frustration and quiet desperation, their gazes fixed on the distant and for many unattainable fuel pumps. The tension simmering in the cities boils over in the nation's capital. Outside Parliament House in Canberra, a sea of furious citizens has gathered, their collective roar a stark contrast to the earlier silence of the highways. The crowd is a cross-section of Australian society, united by a single crisis. They brandish handmade signs, their slogans a raw expression of their anger and fear. No fuel, no future. Canberra, you've failed us. Aussie workers stranded. Among them stands a middle-aged man, his face weathered and weary, clad in a high-vis worker's vest. His expression is a potent mix of grim determination and profound exhaustion, a symbol of the working class brought to its knees. The air is thick with animosity as the protest escalates, with tense standoffs between the increasingly agitated demonstrators and lines of stoic, watchful police officers, creating a volatile tableau of civic unrest on the government's doorstep. Responding to the escalating crisis, the government steps forward to address a worried nation. A middle-aged woman, her short brown hair neatly styled and her dark business suit exuding a sense of formal authority, stands at a podium bearing the Commonwealth coat of arms. As the government official, her demeanor is serious, her tone measured but firm as she delivers a national address. She begins by acknowledging the hardship and disruption gripping the country, her words carefully chosen to convey empathy without showing weakness. She then announces a series of unprecedented emergency measures, including a nationwide fuel rationing program to ensure the equitable distribution of what little supply remains. With a pivot towards the future, she outlines a sweeping long-term strategy. The plan includes a massive, immediate investment in public transport infrastructure and the fast-tracking of major renewable energy projects, positioning this crisis as a pivotal moment for Australia to forge a new, sustainable path forward. In the weeks that follow, the fabric of Australian life begins to reweave itself into a new pattern. A montage of scenes reveals a nation adapting with resilience and ingenuity. The once car-choked streets of the cities are now bustling with a different kind of energy. More people than ever are on bicycles, their bright helmets a splash of color against the urban gray. The familiar ding of electric trams is now a constant soundtrack to city life, their carriages packed with commuters who have traded their steering wheels for public transit passes. Families and colleagues are seen carpooling, their shared journeys fostering a renewed sense of community. The spirit of cooperation is palpable, a silver lining to the cloud of crisis. The narrative concludes on a note of profound hope as the camera soars over a vast, gleaming solar farm at sunrise. The panels, like a field of futuristic sunflowers, turn to face the dawn, symbolizing a new beginning for the nation, a future powered not by the finite resources of the past, but by the boundless energy of the sun.